Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Ignore this, I was just mid makeup and I was like, do you know what, I'm just gonna start the vlog now. So yeah, I'm getting ready. It is 7:57 in the morning. I've just had my breakfast, putting on a little bit of makeup. I haven't put on makeup in honestly like a week and a half, and it's really freeing, but it just also makes me feel like, I don't know, it feels so weird when I do put on makeup. I feel like I forget how to do it. But yeah, and it also just makes me feel like I actually don't need to wear makeup ever. Like there's literally no occasion that actually I need to wear makeup for. But anyway, today is a pretty big day, you guys, and you might already know by the title of this video, but I'm moving to London. What the freaking hell? What is going on? I mean, I don't know if you guys have been following me that closely for the past sort of year and a half, but about a year and a half ago, I actually went to view some apartments in London as I was kind of planning on moving in like March, April time last year, and then it just never ended up happening. Things changed. I ended up going to Liverpool with Ben, but I honestly viewed like 8 apartments last year. Like it was kind of serious. This time Ben has got a job in London. Really exciting. He's going to be a corporate baddie, and now we're finally making the move and I'm so excited. My days are literally consisted of gluing my eyes to my screen looking at Rightmove. Like I can't even explain it. I'm not getting 1 second of work done. Literally not 1 second of work done, because all I'm doing is speaking to estate agents and trying to organise a viewing and searching and searching and searching. And then most of the time I really like them, and then either they're already gone but they're still just like advertised on Rightmove, or they go literally within 24 hours or something. And obviously because I'm not already living in London, going to a viewing is much harder, because it's not like I can just be like, oh yeah, I'll be there in a few hours. It's like I kind of need to arrange it a few days in advance, and then I don't just want to go all the way to London just to do like one viewing, you know. So I've actually planned, I think I've got 5 viewings today, you guys. So I thought you guys could come with me and see them all and see what I think. There were a couple that I really liked, that I thought that I actually think will be the one, that I couldn't get viewings today, and I'm really gutted about it. Most of the apartments I'm seeing are like in the same area and in the same sort of like developments and stuff. So I thought even if I'm not seeing those ones, I mean, I still might absolutely love these ones, but I thought even if I'm not seeing the ones that in my head I'm like, oh, I really wish I got to see, it means I still get to sort of see the area of them, like the surroundings, the vibe of the development, or like surrounding developments, because that is a big thing for me, like what the area around feels like as well. I really want to feel safe and comfortable, because I'm an anxious girly, guys, and I just want it to be just nice. So yes, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me for this whole journey. Sorry, I'm looking a bit crazy now, but yeah, I've got to leave for my train. My watch won't turn on in 20 minutes, so I'll catch you guys later. I actually got off the tube early, so I've got an hour until my first viewing. Well, it's now like 45 minutes, but it was an hour, and it was like a 30-minute walk. I should have worn my chafing shorts, but that's okay. Oh my god, why did I find that so embarrassing? There was a lady walking past me and I found that so cringe. Yeah, I should have worn my chafing shorts, but I've just pulled my trousers up, so I look a bit funny right now, but who cares? I'm in a really nice area. I think I'm in like Chelsea right now. It's literally gorgeous, like so gorge. But yeah, I just thought it'd be nice to walk to see the surrounding areas. So I do want to see the area, because like I said, that is a big thing for me. So hopefully I get a good idea of how I feel, and if it feels like somewhere I'd actually want to live. So yeah, guys, the one I've just seen, I'm kind of obsessed with. He also just took me to go show me the kind of like amenities of the building. There's loads of apartment blocks that are kind of like in a complex. If you're a resident here, then you get to use the gym and the pool and the spa here. And I just went to go see them, and like obviously they're included. Obviously the ones we're looking at is expensive, not gonna lie, and I'm kind of worried about that, but the fact that that's included does make it feel a lot better, because it feels like, okay, well at least I'm gonna be saving money on like gym stuff, and it's a really nice gym and everything. So yeah, I'm feeling really positive. This is literally the first one I've viewed, but I do feel like I've been searching and searching for my life, so I know kind of exactly what I like and what I'm looking for. Sorry if the wind's a bit loud, it's a bit windy. Yeah, there's actually one that I've seen online in the same building for like £200 cheaper, and I have not seen one in this building for this price anywhere, literally anywhere. I've seen so many in this building and they're all like so much more. So I think I'm just gonna like put in an offer in for the other one, and then if it gets accepted then go view the other one. But they couldn't, brilliant, thanks helicopter. They couldn't get me in for a viewing today as the tenants were in, but I still had other viewings to come view. So even though I felt like the other one was going to be the one I wanted, sorry, that's really loud, isn't it? That's really annoying. Brilliant. I still thought I'd come and see this one because it's in the same building. It's pretty much going to be the same vibe. Like the details and all of that sort of stuff is the same. It's just going to kind of be the layout that's different. So yeah, it's very exciting. I'll keep you posted. And I'm seeing another one in one of these complexes now. So we'll have to see what we think of that one. I'm actually now in a different area. So I'm going to go and view another apartment, the third apartment of the day. I've just eaten my lunch, which was so good. So far, the kind of like surrounding area is feeling a lot more sort of like central. And that's because it is more central, but obviously the apartments aren't by where this kind of like shopping center and food mall is and stuff, so there's a lot more to do here, but that also means that it comes with the kind of central feel, you know, like I literally just saw someone steal something and the police are like everywhere here, and like, I don't know, just obviously to live is a little bit different. But I'm gonna go to the apartment block, and go and see what the vibe is like, because it might be a bit different. So yeah, fingers crossed. I actually saw a lot that I like here, although all of them are literally out of budget. And this is the only one where it seems like the landlord could be open to a lower offer. So I didn't think I'd waste mine and the estate agent's time going to see the other one. So fingers crossed.
Please do not obstruct the doors using your hands or other objects. Delay the train and cause injury.
I have just gone for a Diet Coke, sat in a pub in the local area to my next viewing. The next viewing is actually back at where I was this morning for the 2 viewings. So my hair's going a bit crazy right now. Gonna go and have a little mooch around and see what we think of these flats. Obviously I really like the one. These next 2 are actually over my budget, but the estate agent apparently thinks that the landlord will accept what my budget is, but who knows. I feel like they just say that, but hopefully he's being honest, because I keep telling him I can't go over my budget because my budget is already maxing me out. I got a Wagamama's, I'm so excited. Hi sis. Right, I can't talk for long because I've just got back from my long day of viewings. I'll update you all on that tomorrow. But I just needed to tell you this. You're actually not going to believe it. No, similar. So, I got in. Okay, you're just not going to believe this because, you know, I couldn't get into this one apartment for ages. Like, I was ringing the person, whatever. I viewed the apartment, left. I clicked the button for the lift. The lift opened. Guess who was in there?
Who?
Guess.
I don't know.
Who do I love?
Not Sophia Tuxford.
Cinzia.
Shut up.
No, I swear on your life. I literally swear on your life, sis. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I feel sick. Like, what the hell?
Did you say that to her?
No, because I had to almost like double take. Obviously I wasn't expecting to see her in there. And you know, it's awkward in lifts, isn't it? Like, it's just awkward.
What, you had to get in the lift with her?
Yeah, so she was already in the lift and she looks so cute. She is tiny. She's like so small. And I just...
Where was she going?
Well, she lived in that apartment. Yeah, she lived in that block. So yeah, I just stood there because I was like, oh my God, it's Cinzia. But then I was like, I don't want to be like, oh, I love your videos, like in the lift, because to me, it was enough just seeing her, you know? So then afterwards, we like both obviously got off on the ground floor and I was like, I need to say something to her. I need to say something. So I just went...
You could not have said anything.
Exactly. So I just went, oh, I'm really lost right now because I didn't know which way I was going. And she was like, oh, where are you trying to go? And I was like, oh, I'm just trying to find the way out. I've never been here before. And she was like, if you just go down there and then right, and then that'll take you onto the street. And I was like, oh, perfect, thank you.
Like you didn't know who she was.
Well, yeah, but she knew. She knew 100% because I'm her target audience, you know? If it was somebody else, I wouldn't have asked them where to go. I would have just looked at the signs. It was right in front of me. So I feel like she knew. I hope you guys don't mind the fan on in the background, but it is so hot, guys. We are going through a heat wave right now. If you guys are from the UK, you know the struggle. But I just thought I would come on here and we could talk about the apartments that I viewed the other day. It is a few days later. I wanted to go through every single apartment and what I thought of them all. So first one, we started off very strong with this first one. I'm gonna be so real. Obviously, just for kind of like safety reasons and everything, I'm not gonna share the locations of each flat. Where me and Benny are actually gonna be living is actually really important to me. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's the same for a lot of people. I have to feel nice in the area that I am. I have to feel comfortable. I have to feel safe. And I know that there's, you know, a lot of places I go in London, I feel like I'm literally grabbing onto my bag. I don't know, you just kind of get that vibe. I had done some research, and this area that I went to go view this first apartment in, I was really hoping I was going to love this sort of area as much as I'd kind of hope so. I got there and there isn't really much to do around this area. However, I did feel really safe. It felt kind of very like family orientated. The flat itself, I was just absolutely in love with. If you guys don't know, I was actually looking to move to London last year, and so I viewed a lot of apartments last year. I viewed like 10 apartments. All of the ones I viewed, because I'm kind of looking for like a modern kind of looking apartment, and they all have a very similar look, which I really love, and that's why I was looking for a modern build. But this one specifically was modern, but in like a really non-boring way. Like, I love that they had the handles on the kitchen cabinets. I know that sounds silly, but I really do think it makes a difference. I really loved the wardrobes there, the styles of the bathrooms, like all the details of everything was so nice. I mean, some of the furnishing I wasn't like massively keen on, but also beggars can't be choosers, and I'm so aware of that. It had a lovely balcony and it was overlooking like a piece of water. What is that called? Like a body of water. It felt like a really nice size. The floorboardings was really pale wooden, which I really liked. Ben's not up here, but I'm just filming some of my YouTube a little bit.
Do you want me to get a few views for you?
What are you doing? Oh, adjusting the carpet.
Yeah, just adjusting the carpet that you still didn't move from
the
yesterday.
daily adjustments.
Yeah. Do you want me to get a few views?
No, don't worry. I can handle it.
Yeah, I'm going out now. You excited? Don't you move?
Yeah, really excited. I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah. The van's all sorted now then, so...
Yay. Yeah, Benny sorted it today, didn't he?
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that, Dada.
It's alright, babe.
Really appreciate it. It's going to help
I'm
a
going
lot.
to fill it up with diesel, fill it up
Yay.
with AdBlue
Thank
and
you.
everything, so Lorby is just going to jump in it and drive.
I'm
Alright.
so excited.
Yeah.
And I just need you to see all the stuff that I got yesterday. I'm
Yeah,
just
well,
so
we
excited.
we can do that when we come down, can't we? Yeah. You get it all nice how you want to, and then when we come down in September...
It'll be all nice.
All right,
Love you. Enjoy your outdoors time. The detailings of this apartment was just really nice, and I don't know what it was, but I just went in there and it just felt really nice. I mean, of course, you know, there are little things that I would change about it, but like you know, that's just the case with everything. I think you can only be so fussy when you have like a budget in London, but you also are quite fussy with where you live, because I am completely aware that I am actually really fussy when it comes to apartment hunting. That is something that I kind of had to let go of a little bit, although I do find really hard. But anyway, this apartment, I loved everything about, and also I actually found out the landlord of this apartment had it for like a year but only lived in it for like 30 days because she kind of was here, there and everywhere. And so yeah, it was actually in really amazing condition. It barely looked lived in, other than the kids posters that were everywhere, but we can remove those. Really excited about that one. The only thing is, this one was over budget, so not feeling super confident. The second apartment I went to go view, guys, I'm not even going to talk much on this one. It was in a similar area to the first one that I viewed. This one was not looking over a body of water, so because I'd just seen the first one and really liked that one, I then already went into this one like disliking this one. Do you know what I mean? Because I already liked the first one so much, and it was dark and it was dirty. There was literally leftover food like just out and about and like in the fridge, and it smelled weird, like the food that had been left out. It was just, to me, incomparable to the first place. I think the first place felt really light and airy, and this place just felt really dark. It kind of made me feel like, I don't know, it did not sit, I did not feel settled, and it didn't feel homely in there for me. It felt a bit like a man cave, like a bit more of a boy vibe. Like, I think for the girly vibes, we want the light, airy kind of feel, and that is just not what I was getting from this apartment. It did not help that they didn't clean it. Like, there was literally dirtiness everywhere, so that did not help. But I'm sure you could make it a nicer apartment if it was kind of all professionally cleaned and everything. the third apartment that I viewed. This one was actually in a very different area. So this is actually somewhere that I kind of widened my search. I wasn't kind of open to this area to begin with, and then I saw these apartment blocks and I just thought they were absolutely beautiful. So I thought, right, let's give it a shot. At least then you can say you tried and you know. But guys, this apartment was absolutely beautiful. Like, I can't even explain how gorgeous it was. And it was really nice and spacious. The balcony was huge. It was a really high up floor. The bathrooms were literally stunning. There was loads of storage there. Like, they had like little random storage doors in the like hallways and everything. And what I loved about the first and third apartment, and they also had it in the fourth and fifth, I think, that when you open the wardrobes or open the like storage rooms and things like that, the lights would come on. And I just thought that was like really nice little touch. But unfortunately, as gorgeous as this apartment block was, and the apartment itself was absolutely stunning, again, it had that really lovely modern touch, but I do feel like this one wasn't boring as well, but in its own way. And I feel like I'd be able to put my own kind of like stamp on this. First of all, it wasn't furnished, so that would be very expensive to completely furnish, like to get beds in it and sofas and all that. So like, yes, the first one, I wasn't like 100% on the furnishing, but also the furnishing could have been a hell of a lot worse. Third one didn't have anything in it, which is great. That means you can put your own stamp on it, but it also means it's going to cost a hell of a lot of money to kind of furnish it, and also a long time to get stuff in. And it would be great to be able to like move in somewhere and kind of be able to live in it from the get-go rather than having to wait for ages. And also, secondly, the biggest issue for me, like, I would have been open to somewhere not being furnished, but the biggest kind of red flag for me was just how I felt in the area. It was a really great area in the fact that it had a shopping centre literally right next door. Like, when I say shopping centre, it's like one of the biggest shopping centres in London. It had like everything you could ever need there. Yeah, it was a great location, super well connected. There was literally 3 tube stations like within 100 metres from the apartment. But because of that, it just kind of very much gave that kind of central feel, which kind of made me feel on edge a little bit. Like, I don't know, it was very noisy and overstimulating and felt a little bit more dangerous of an area, if that makes sense. I'm sure it was a safe area, but it was just kind of how I felt there. It just did feel a little bit more like everything's going on and you kind of walk out of your apartment block and it's just like central vibes, do you know what I mean? So yeah, unfortunately that one did kind of write off that apartment for me, even though it was gorgeous, but it wasn't kind of something that I was willing to be lenient on. I wanted to feel really comfortable where I was. This one, is this the fourth? Yeah, this is the fourth one. The fourth one was really, really lovely. Again, this one was unfurnished, but it was put online as furnished, so I don't know if they messed up and accidentally said that it would come furnished when it actually wouldn't. Because then I rechecked with the estate agent and he was like, yeah, it'll come furnished, but then there was no furniture in there, so I was a bit confused. But this one was really, really lovely. Again, had like the extra little storage rooms. It actually had a third bathroom, which I thought was maybe a little excessive, but also at the same time a really good idea for like have like guests over and stuff. I did really like the design of this one. It was a little bit more simple than the other ones and it was super modern. However, the design of the modern wasn't like my favorite. However, if I put in an offer for this one and it got accepted, I would be like super happy, you know? I really like the curtains. I really like the bright, airy feel of it. Again, it was looking over a body of water, which I just think is really nice to have like your balcony looking over that. The rooms did feel a little bit smaller. Like, don't get me wrong, all bedrooms in an apartment that I viewed in London have always felt small. This one just kind of felt a little bit smaller. Like, just the bedrooms. Everywhere else felt like really nice and spacious, but the bedrooms did feel a little bit cramped. Like, it would just kind of be your bed and then that's it, which is so fine. But I'm just kind of thinking about the difference in all of them right now. But other than that, like, I really, really, really like this one. And this one felt really bright and airy and light as well, so I did really like that one. And then finally, the last one I went to go view. Guys, this was such a weird viewing. Hang on, I'm really thirsty. Because my estate agent was like, oh yeah, I've got my colleague there, he's waiting for you in the apartment. And I was like, brilliant. Head on up. And I knock on the door and the girl that lives there opens the door and she's like, hi. And I'm like, am I in the right place? I'm here to view. And she was like, yeah, you can view. And I was like, is there not an estate agent here? Like, I was so confused. She was literally just like in her pajama shorts and like a jumper. She was so nice. Anyway, the estate agent was not there. So I just basically was walking around this girl's apartment and I felt so bad because she was like living there. And I don't know, I just felt so bad with her there. I don't know. And I wanted to get videos and everything. And I was like, are you sure you don't mind me getting videos? And she was like so fine with it. So I was like, thank you. Because it is really good to kind of have them for reference and everything. But this apartment was absolutely gorgeous. Like, absolutely gorgeous. I would say it was probably on the slightly smaller side, but the kitchen was so girly and cutesy, like really loved. This one, this is the one I saw Chintzia in, you guys. I'm obsessed. I literally nearly died. I literally nearly died when I was in the lift and I saw Chintzia. You guys know how much I love Sophia and Chintzia, and I was gobsmacked, speechless for about 5 minutes afterwards. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And Ben was like, we can't just move here just because, you know, Chintzia lives here now. I was like, no, don't worry, I'm not a stalker. Yeah, I did really like this one. I really liked the modernness of it because it wasn't boring modern and everything was light. The view was kind of like of construction a little bit, but other than that, everything was really nice. That's them all. Let me know which one you would have gone for out of these 5, because I actually got very lucky, and I feel like viewing the amount that I did last year actually made me way more prepared to view and look for apartments that I actually like this year. Like, I actually know what to look for, and I know on the photos how they manipulate them to make them look a different way, so I kind of know what I'm in for when I go and view them. So I feel like, yes, I did really well. Like, I got lucky with the ones that I went to go view, but I feel like it is also down to the fact that, like, I know how things look online now, you know? But yeah, let me know which ones you liked. Hi guys, it's the next day. I'm putting in an offer. I'm not putting in an offer just for one place. Sorry, the girlies. The girlies are crying. It's because they think I'm talking to them. I'm putting in an offer for 4 places, I think. 3 of them are in like pretty much the same development. Just really liked this one sort of area and like development. One of them is near to that area, but just slightly down the road. So yeah, I'm gonna put an offer now. Me and Benny have just been speaking about it, and we've basically agreed we're just gonna put in our best and final offer for like all 4 of them, and fingers crossed one of them gets accepted. I don't know. I know a couple of them have already had offers put on them, so I'm not feeling like super confident with our offer, but it's the best we can do, and it was kind of the max that we agreed to do. So I'm just gonna go in with that, and then at least we're not going to be kicking ourselves being like, oh, if we just put in an extra like £50 or whatever, you know? At least then we know that we really did put the best we could have. But yeah, so I'm just going to be doing that now. I'm waiting to hear back from my accountant because it's asked me like when my self-employment start date was, and I have no idea. So I'm hoping that she can find out because I just have no clue. But anyway, I'm gonna do this now and we can have a proper catch up about all of the flats and everything that I saw yesterday. Although I might have already included it already because I would have wanted you guys to see the apartments by now. So I have some pretty exciting news, you guys. Our offer has been accepted. Our offer has been accepted to the apartment that we really loved. Did you know what? We put in a few offers because there were a few out of the apartments that we did really love that you guys saw. And guys, in my gut, I was like, I would be happy if any offer got accepted, to be honest, because I feel like every single one we put an offer in lower, like quite a bit lower than what they were asking for. And so I was like, do you know what? I'll be happy if any of the offers I've put in would get accepted. But in my gut, I knew that I wanted the one that we actually got accepted. I knew I would have been like, oh, I wish it was like that one that we got accepted. So the first one that I viewed was the one that got accepted, and that's the one that I actually loved the most. Yeah, I feel so incredibly happy about it. When we found out we were actually on a run, we were like 10k into a 22k run, so we couldn't really enjoy the moment so much because we were dying. And then since then, it's literally all I've been speaking about. Like everybody I meet, I'm like, I'm moving to London, showing them the apartment, like this has got accepted, I'm so excited to move there. Like honestly, falling asleep at night is the last thing I think about. The first thing I think about in the morning is like the flat and everything. And yeah, I started a new video like showing me kind of like buying stuff and getting all the like fun stuff for the apartment and everything, because I really just want to make it feel super homely. It has been a few days since we found out, but I didn't really want to kind of like say it on the video like our offer has been accepted until it kind of felt set in stone and solidified, because I was really getting in my head like for like 3 or 4 days afterwards. I was just literally constantly messaging the estate agent being like, just really wanting to feel like for sure that this was ours and like no one else was going to see it, no one else could put in an offer. So I was just so worried that the landlord was like going to pull out, or someone else was going to put in a better offer, or it was still up online, or I don't know. I just felt like until like I had the keys in my hand, it just like wasn't certain. And I am still feeling like that a little bit, but like the deposit's down, we've got accepted on the referencing, all this stuff, it's off Rightmove now, or it says like let agreed on Rightmove. So yeah, I'm just like super excited, and it's so nice because Benny's really excited as well. He is somebody that does kind of get a bit anxious with change and everything, as we all do, but he does get like especially affected by it, and so it is hard for him sometimes to like get excited over something that is quite, like, what's the word, almost like intimidating. It's really nice because he has actually been really excited and like kind of showing that excitement as well, so it just shows like I really do feel like this is definitely right for us, and he's got a job in London. I mean, this is why we we're kind of more urgent with the move. It's just all really exciting, but yeah, we got accepted, you guys, so here's to the next chapter, I guess. I'm literally buzzing, like it's all I can think about, it's all I can talk about, and it's really nice to feel this sort of excitement over something, because I feel like I haven't really felt this excited over something in a really long time, so it's pretty epic, and I'm so excited that you guys are like joining me on all of this journey. It's like all I've wanted for like so long now, so I'm actually going to round up the video here because we've got a really positive ending. I've started the next video already. Honestly, I cannot wait for you guys to see everything that I've bought. I'm obsessed, but I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. This has been such a fun video to film, and I can't wait for the next ones. I hope you've enjoyed. I love you all so much. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one where I'll be in freaking London. I love you. Bye guys.